want you. Girl, you know I want you. Not allowing me to inbox. Let me follow you, see what the hell is going on. Okay. Okay. Hold on, let me clean out some of my browsers. Make sure we in this bitch live.
Man, why you gotta clean out your browsers, kid? What you doing in there?
I'm watching too much porn. I don't care. I don't care. I'm never afraid to admit if I was watching porn or not. That's fucking. It's life.
Oh, it is life.
It is life. What the hell's going on with my stream? Is this shit like not working?
Oh, it's live. It says live to me.
Yeah, but I'm not seeing. What the hell did I click on? It says on my channel. It says live streaming like offline. Like
no, you're good, dude. I see it. You're good. The feed's up.
But I gotta be able to see it from. Let me see. Let me see. There we go. All right.
What up, y'all?
All right.
You hear me?
What's up? Who we got joining?
Oh, my YouTube channel's Willie Robinson, but you can just call me Wiz Fiasco or Wiz. I'm about to create a new YouTube channel.
Wiz Fiasco
podcast. Yeah.
All right, Wiz Fiasco. I don't know you, but I think I did a quick scan on your channel. This is not a debate. Just to give you a heads up, I don't know if I don't know what set you claim.
I just game.
You just game? Okay. All right. I just want to, this is just like literally like a talk or tell or expectations with some information. It put people back to reality and realistic shit when it comes to the Xbox Scorpio. You know, I haven't been as vocal about Scorpio as others every fucking 5 minutes, but I'm gonna try to put some shit at ease because people forget that Kid Smooth was the dude that told all on that PlayStation 4 Pro. People forget the other shit that I kind of got right. So, but I'm not gonna do the off the wall shit though. By the way, shout out to everybody, and sorry if you were expecting me to stream a game. It's not happening tonight. All right, even because I see K Simi in here. Y'all, let's build up. We should just talk about games. I know, PlayStation is killing it. With the 94s and 93s, and it's pretty freaking awesome. But
so I guess you want to know my background, my gaming background, pretty much. After PlayStation announced that they were doing that pay for online crap, I said fuck that. Research and built my own PC, and I'm 4 years in, and it's got a 980 Ti, i7 6700K, 16 gigs of RAM, and I do game on the PS4. I don't own one. I got several friends that own one, but I bought games for it. One of my friends think that's stupid, but if I like something, I do it. Like I bought my friend the game on his Wii U just so I could play it. So I bought Horizon Zero Dawn for my friend's PS4.
Yeah, I did that once before. Not before I could play. I bought my friend when he got his Xbox 360. I think I bought him Condemned, and I bought him like Need for Speed. So I wanted him something to play that we can enjoy. Yeah, it was like in 2006 when I did that shit.
I love Condemned.
All right, let's get to the point. Before we get to the point of this video, let me introduce a gaming addict. Please introduce yourself and tell them where you're from and what podcast you do.
What's up, you guys? Gaming Addict here. So my channel, obviously, you can follow me on YouTube. Gaming Addict. I do reviews there. I haven't done a review in a while because, I've been building a portfolio of how I want to actually do them. But I do addict shows, just pretty much general conversation about stuff. They're generally 30 to 45 minutes long. I'm host of the Iron Lords podcast. You can I'll get Kid to put that in the description, so you can definitely go there and check that out. So yeah, thanks for having me on.
Oh yeah, you guys want to know where that Scorpio August rumor came from? It came from the Iron Lords podcast. Just a heads up how that thing started, which I still think is completely
according to other people, it came from them.
Yeah.
The other people.
And my man, the man that sounds black, but he clearly isn't.
Yeah, man. I'm the lightest skinned brother on the planet, but that's not the point. The point is, my name is Lucas. My YouTube channel is mostly Mortal Kombat streams. You can find that Lin Kuei Lucas, like Lin Kuei for Sub-Zero's clan. I've been gaming since 1987, so I got a pretty good rep.
1987, damn! In 1987, I don't even think I was a thought. I think I was a contraceptive back then. I'm just.
Man, you were still swimming around your daddy's nuts, bro. You know what's up.
Oh yeah,
Yeah,
one of
same
many,
here, man. Same here. I think me and Kid Smooth are probably the same age, so yeah.
All right. For those asking, somebody asked me what website I work for. I mean, it's kind of like working for free. It's weaponwheelnetwork.com. Weapon Wheel Network is the official website for the Weapon Wheel podcast. And you guys know what the Weapon Wheel podcast is. Of course, you guys do. All right, so
we do.
Let's talk.
Let me do my intro.
We'll keep going. You don't need his intro.
Hold on. I've been pressing this intro, man. All right, look. What up? It's your boy Wiz Fiasco, aka Wiz, aka Wizard. Why? Because you cannot fathom the wizardry. So how you gonna act when I talk to you in the C section? And I'm the host of the Life and Time podcast, my best friend Willie Robinson. And it comes on every Monday whenever we're not working. That's pretty much it. Oh yeah, we talk about life and life discussions.
That's awesome. You do a podcast per diem, right? That's awesome.
Yeah.
All right. Let's get to the point. Let's get the meat and potatoes. Let's talk Xbox Scorpio. We're talking price, reveal, release date, and of course, the games. Now, there's been a lot of talking. A lot. Like you have these idiots who decided they were going to guess the price of the Project Scorpio by putting together a PC using similar specs, which I don't know how because not all the specs are completely revealed yet. And they came up with somewhere, I seen numbers from anywhere from $700 to like $1,200. And it was like likely to be $700. And everybody's running with this. I don't know why. I guess it's because there's not Xbox news coming out. There's not even really rumors coming out. There's a lack of news. So everybody's drawing their attention to this and they're actually running with it. Like Microsoft is going to come on stage and says, Project Scorpio, $699. They're like, that's not going to happen. It is not
hell no
going to happen. There will not be a $700 Project Scorpio. I said this on Twitter. I will say it again. The only way the Xbox Scorpio or whatever they call it is going to be $700 if you walk out of there with 2 games and a year subscription of Xbox Live. That's when you'll spend $700 on a console. They know what they're doing. There's already a price set for this. There is already a price set for this. Now, I'm going to say this. I could be wrong, but I ain't going to be that wrong. This is what Microsoft is going to do.
All right, can I say something?
Go ahead. Go ahead. Yeah.
Go ahead and finish your statement because I have a feeling that we ain't going to see eye to eye on this subject.
All right. The eye to eye thing is, like I said in my video, there's going to be 2 SKUs. There's going to be an Xbox Scorpio at $549 with 2 terabytes. There's going to be one at $449 with 1 terabyte memory. There will not be a 500 gigabyte model. And I don't think there's going to be a diskless model, even though I said that in the video that there might be. I think there's going to be 2 models. They're going to have that entry model, but it's not going to be much of a budget model because it's still going to run you $450, and there's going to be a $550. It's not going to be any less, and it's not going to be any more than that price point, and they're having 2 SKUs because it worked for them when the Xbox 360 launched, and they're hoping it's going to work with the Scorpio.
I got to interject on that, sir. I don't think it's going to work. I don't think it's going to work for this generation because last generation we were in a whole nother realm. We were dealing with high definition gaming. We're more familiar with the technology now. I think the best thing that they're probably going to do is probably have it at maybe $400 and put the Xbox Elite controller with it, or the Xbox Elite 2.0 from what you told me on Twitter, and then bundle it with the new hottest game that's coming out. That's just my speculation, though.
Here's the thing.
I don't know.
All right.
Go ahead, gaming.
The only way that you could ever make this, $700 is you have to have a lesser product. iPhones do it with their iPhone S's and whatever the hell they're doing these days. They're what's the iPad, then iPad Pro. You got to have that initial, get your feet into the market product, which is the Xbox. They've stated multiple times that this is a premium product. So right there shows to me that, it's going to be more expensive than your standard Xbox One, which your Xbox One is $299. So, do I see this being a $399 to $699? I could see it being either way. It just depends on how much competition Microsoft's willing to swing, which if you've noticed in the past 2 years, they're not really trying to compete. Let's just be real here. They're not. It's like, me and Lord Cognito was talking earlier, is they don't have any of the high marketing deals, which, I understand how that's not a big deal. But at the end of the day, it's the 4 biggest games coming out this year, which is Destiny 2, Red Dead Redemption, and Star Wars Battlefront 2. They have none of those. And Call of Duty, they got none of those deals. So, that shows to me that they're just staying in their own lane, which is good for it's not really good for the consumer, but at the same time, as an Xbox fan, they stay in their own lane. It sucks, but at the same time, it's how we get stuff. That we have a lot of executives that are really open to the community. It comes with its down draws, but at the end of the day, I don't really see them competing. So I can see them being a higher price tag because they're not trying to compete with Sony to a point. Mm-hmm. But at the same time, they might try to start competing hardcore when the Scorpio drops. So I could see them dropping the $399 tag too.
What if I told you this? What if I told you that Microsoft is finna finesse Sony and everybody else? And when I say mean a finesse, my opinion is, and I was like, nah, it's a refresh. It's not a refresh. It's a new generation. It's a new console. This is Microsoft technically sneaking in their 8th or their 9th generation console. Nice. Getting a head start. Boom, just like that. That's what it is. It took me a while to think about this. The original Xbox, I think final sales were maybe like 25 million. It bowed out after 4 years, and the Xbox 360 came in, a year ahead of the PlayStation 3. You know what I mean? Obviously, the PS2 ran away with the generation of the Xbox and GameCube. And now the Xbox 360, it was for Xbox 360, technically where it matters, it won. It was 49 million in North America to PlayStation's 29 million in North America, right? So
just in North America.
Worldwide, they're about 87 million, 86 million. So it's whatever, right? That one was like, okay, it was technically a win for Microsoft because they did things they haven't done before in a console ramp. Now the PS4 ran away with this generation. Ran away. It's done. It's fucking over, right?
Yeah,
and I feel like
I think
Scorpio. I feel like with the Scorpio, it's like, all right, we're gonna introduce this. We don't want to call it a new generation for the consumers because when you think of new generation, new games, all that shit. But the Xbox One just came out. Oh, they're gonna kill it off. So if you keep it in the consumer's mind, that is it's just the upgrade is optional. You don't have to do it. You can still play your Xbox One games and all this other stuff that they're still gonna get games and stuff like that. It's like, okay, it puts the ease at it. You know what I mean? But what Microsoft is really doing is starting pretty much a new generation, and they would technically probably have a year or two, or because the PlayStation 5 is not coming out in 2018. So pretty much a whole probably where their only competition technically in this gen is the Nintendo Switch. If you think about it,
it's competition.
That's how if that's how I look at it. When your only competition is pretty much the Switch, because the Switch is technically the only brand new. Okay, this is a new console. The PS4 Pro isn't really a new console. That is a real console refresh. Hell, the Xbox One S is a console refresh. The Project fucking Scorpio is not a console refresh. It doesn't have nearly any of the things that's in the Xbox One console that's in the Project Scorpio. So it's like it's not a refresh. That's a fucking new system.
I would have to agree with you on that. Like I would.
it does seem like.
And you know, when it comes to straight up just this year, you know, the Pro came out last year. You know, regardless how well it's doing, regardless, you know, if it's doing bad, if it's doing good, it's not really relevant this year. You know, it's the Switch and the Scorpio are making the splash. But my thing is, it's going to take more than the Scorpio to get Microsoft out of the bin they're in.
Yeah, it's going to take that. But guess what?
I said, you know, when you were bringing up earlier, when I speculated that it's coming out in August, like I think that is the best case scenario because, you know, people are like, it's coming out in November. It's like, what's the point in launching a hardware?
AJ, before you jump in, let's talk about the release date because I want you to elaborate on this whole August time frame like that you had, please.
All right. You know, I made a video. It was about a week and a half ago to 2 weeks ago. That was pretty much like, I think that the Scorpio's coming out in August because, you know, people will come at you and they'll say speculation like, well, you know, Xbox consoles usually come out in November, but the S came out in August. Phil clearly does shit different than, you know, the average executives that's been in the past. And the S worked out. They won every month up to I think like November, didn't it? They won every month till November. And why would they not try to do that again? And you know, part of the things that you can notice is if you read Aaron Greenberg's tweet that he talked about Shadow of War, he brought up the Shadow of War saying it's going to be playable on Scorpio like it's in present tense, not in past tense or future tense. He was acting like the Scorpio was going to be already out by the time that game came out. You know, it could have been straight up, you know, I read into it too much, but if you look at it, if it does come out in November, I think that's foolish because what's the point of having the strongest console ever made, like they're marketing it, when you literally spawn that out, what games is really going to benefit from that? Call of Duty, you know, sure, they're obviously going to have stuff in the past, like, you know, Destiny 2, he said that they're going to have a Scorpio version, you know, Battlefront 2, but what's the point? This console needs to be out before these games come out. You can't backpedal and try to build up hype for games that's already out because the majority of the market base has already bought their version. They don't care about going back. You know,
I understand you to a certain degree. The one of the biggest complaints about the Xbox One, other is that the lack of games and everybody's complaining about Game Pass being old games and stuff. If the Xbox Scorpio was to release in August, they would only really have one new game to showcase the power, and that would be the Shadow of Mordor, the what's it called, the
Shadow of War.
Shadow of War. They will only have that game to really say, "Hey, Scorpio," and then a bunch of old games like Gears.
I get
Halo.
that, but I'm talking about if you drop that in November, you're only going to have games in November to really showcase games that came out.
You have a large scale of games.
I get that, but if you drop it in August, you have August up all the way till November to show these scales. Like, what's the point in having a Scorpio version of Star Wars Battlefront 2, of Destiny 2, of if they do a Call of Duty, of, you know, if they do Assassin's Creed, when these games are already out by the time it drops?
Well, let me do this. Let me say this. The reason why it's not launching in August. It can't, only because developers are not getting their final like dev kits. They got dev kits now, but they don't get the actual model until the summer. So like they have all summer, they have pretty much they got their little practice kits for porting stuff. Only people that got the actual close to the metal dev kits are first party studios. They didn't give them to third party studios yet. They give them the porting resources first. They didn't give them the third party because to prevent leaks and shit like that. So they're going to get theirs in the summer, probably after E3. They'll get their the close to the metal, the closest thing to the console, and that's when they'll be able to be like, all right, we're really developing this on for the metal, and then that's why all those games is going to be ready for November. For them to do that, they would have to already have like the hardware needed to put out the games for August. At least the people doing Shadow of War. August, like I said, I would love for it to release in August. But however, when Microsoft is going to be on stage at E3 and they're showing you all these games, they're going to be showing Scorpio versions for every game shown at E3. There's going to be Scorpio versions, right? For every game they're showing, a lot of these games are going to be launching in the holiday season. Even the third-party games that or like January and February, some stuff like that. So they would need that because people want to know when the Scorpio releases on November, in November, that their Call of Duties, their Battlefronts, their Destiny, the Red Deads are all going to be ready there day one with their console, ready to run those games 4K, 60 frames per second.
Basically, the holiday sales is going to bank off the holiday sales, is what you're saying.
It's going to bank off the holiday releases, the other games that are going to be coming out during that time frame. So,
but then you got to look that, you know, just because these games drop, they got no marketing deals with any of these games, any of these big games that's coming out in the holiday, besides their first parties, as we know right now. You know, I wouldn't be surprised if we get to E3 and they have the marketing deal with Assassin's Creed, which, you know, there might be motherfuckers that hate Assassin's Creed, but it's still a big title.
So let me tell you about something I found out.
I'm definitely
what I found out. I know a guy that works at the QA department of NetherRealm Studios, and that he already confirmed that Microsoft has the marketing rights to Injustice and not PlayStation. And they developed it. They actually have Scorpio kits at NetherRealm Studios. That's WB is really in with Microsoft for the Scorpio. That's why Shadow War has been promoted with it. Injustice 2, day one, is going to have the Scorpio enhancements for it.
Okay. So you think they're gonna have like a special type of bundle when it gets released?
No bundles.
No, what it is, like, it's gonna Injustice 2 is gonna come out, obviously, and if you play it on the Scorpio the day the Scorpio comes out, you're gonna take advantage of the Scorpio features day one. They're already QAing those features as we speak. In fact, it's been confirmed to me that it looks better than the pro enhancements that are gonna be for that game, and that's just a fact.
I don't think a fighting game would be the best thing to show off.
Actually, it is. Fighting and racers would be the best way to show it because they are always most graphically impressive of most games, and they will take the most advantage up front.
But compare that to a game like Shadow of War. Like, what will be more impressive to you, playing an open world game like Shadow of War, where you have destruction and all this other stuff, versus a fighting game where it's just in a static area?
Here's the thing.
It's the realistic nature of the character.
Captivated by like the wow factor. So, like, for example, like, hell, Rise. Even though I love Rise on the Rome, it wasn't the best game, but people were just like, oh my god, this shit looks good. And they're going to have back to back displays of games that like, oh crap, that looks really fucking good. And Injustice, obviously, it's popular. You know, the DC characters are popular and shit like that. Forza, like I said, it's big, but people are going to be focused on the way this looks. Like, come on, how much of an upgrade is this going to be? And
I mean, honestly, have you seen?
Let me just say this up real quick. Video Game Critic in the comment section thinks that the Xbox One S is going to go to $250 after summer permanently. You think that's going to happen?
It's a possibility. I expect the Xbox One S to stay somewhere between, for a little bit, $249 and $299. There's going to be at least a $200 gap between the Xbox One S and Project Scorpio. There would not be a $400 gap or a $350 gap between fucking Project Scorpio and Xbox One S. There's going to be a sizable gap because what's going to happen is, sure, the Xbox One S is going to sell out in the holiday season because it's going to get a discount. But in its current state, people are going to look at, well, damn, Scorpio's only $150 to $200 more than the S. I might as well take that. Like, you know what I mean? So,
but let me ask you this: do you think that the
Go ahead, one at a time. One at a time, player.
Really?
Sorry, you go ahead.
Oh, what I was going to say was, do you think that the Scorpio may take the same trajectory as the PS3 did, in the vein of the 360 was where the multi-class was developed last generation, right? And then it took first-party developers to really show what the cell processor could do. Then the third parties got confident, and then they started making better multi-plats for the PS3. But what I'm saying is, do you think that it's going to take Microsoft's first party to really show them what the Scorpio can do for third party to getting gear after that. Because if you think about it, since the PS4 is the console that has the most units out there, aren't they going to be developing for it? Is that going to be the developing console until Microsoft shows them what they can do?
What Microsoft did, and I said this, if you look at the video what I did with me on a rooftop in a red shirt, and it had New York City behind me. Remember those videos? I love seeing these shits come into fruition. I said this. Xbox Play Anywhere was pretty much a beta to getting games on Scorpio, to get third-party developers to buy in. Microsoft created a platform already, which is UWP, which allows them to create games on all of their devices. Now, even though there's more people technically doing AAA gaming on consoles than they are on PC, PC releases are still they're not coming out GIMP. They're getting 4K 60, or they're always going to be, when it comes to best performance, they're going to be for the most part the best running of the between the consoles and the and PC, right? It's going to be the PC going to have the better performing version. And so Microsoft, like games like Gears 4, the versions where the Gears 4, Forza, and all the other games that are Play Anywhere, those are already optimized for fucking Scorpio. They're already good. Resident Capcom with Resident Evil 7 running on is an Xbox Play Anywhere title. Even though it's a multiplat, it's big because it's a third-party multiplat. They put Call of Duty on the Windows Store day and day. It wasn't a Play Anywhere, but it utilizes achievements and shit, and it's the PC version. That was a way of luring people in because they already have a foundation to build on for the Scorpio. So even though no matter how many millions of PlayStation 4s that are out there, they still got to develop games for the PC. And if they're building on the UWP, the Scorpio is going to be damn near the next best thing to play it on. If you're not gaming on a high-ass gaming rig, the Scorpio is going to be it's 4K 60. I'm trusting them on the word. It's going to be, I want to say, and people are going to blame me for this, it's going to be equivalent to some of the games we got now running at 4K 60 that are multiplats. That's what the Scorpio is going to be. And I think there's no way they can just get the
equivalent to the PC game?
Yeah, to a multiplat PC game. I'm talking about like games that like.
But that's the problem, though. The problem I have with that is some developers actually, the publisher actually licensed out the PC version to another company just to pour over the code. And as we've seen with games like Arkham Knight and Mortal Kombat X, that has failed miserably. And so I wouldn't want that version going to Scorpio because.
Have you which games?
On the UWP games, like the games, all the Play Anywhere titles, both first party and third party, have been pretty well, and for them to make that work, they maximize whatever was in the Xbox, and they somehow maximize what your PC can do. So that's been going swell. People still hate the Windows Store, but they can't deny that the games aren't running. You know, the games are running the way they're supposed to be, and they're able to take advantage of what your PC can do, as far as performance wise.
Well, now I can. So I'm sorry, Wiz, man. Y'all keep interrupting. You go ahead.
Oh, it's all good, my dude. I was just gonna say, as far as like games like WB games and stuff like that, Kid Smooth made a pretty good point about how the UWP will make a universal platform to go straight from PC to the Scorpio and so on and so forth. So that's probably why WB's probably jumping on that, because they don't want to get that PC backlash with that lazy bullshit from last year they was pulling with Arkham Knight, pawning it off to motherfuckers, some 12-man team, or that same crap they was pulling with Mortal Kombat X. Because now people like me can get in their ass and sell that shit. I mean, not resell it, but you know what I mean, get the refund. So I think he makes a pretty good point as far as that. Oh, well, what I was going to say earlier, though, was, do y'all see this as a plausibility of $399 Xbox Scorpio with an Xbox Elite controller bundled with, let's just, what y'all said, a fighting game, Injustice or Crackdown? Crackdown 3.
They don't even bundle an Elite controller with it. I don't even think the Elite 2.0. There will be an Elite 2.0, but I'm not sure it's going to be bundled with the console. If it is going to be bundled with the console, it's probably going to be bundled with the higher tier console, the one that's going to be $100 more than the $450. I still is going with this $450, $550 deal, but I'm not sure. they're going to launch with standard Xbox One controllers, slightly configured. Maybe they're going to be upgrade from the standalones, but I don't think they're going to be elite controllers.
I don't know.
I'm not seeing it.
They might blow your mind and package it with Elite 2.0 and make that the standard. That would be fucking amazing, dude.
Yeah, I agree. Because I don't see a 2 bundle thing going. Like, the reason why I was talking about the last generation, that was a whole new generation of technology we're dealing with as far as console wise. With this generation, it seems like we're going more of the, you get the basic thing for the casual guy, and then you get the hardcore gaming system like the Pro. So I think that's probably where it will go as far as having 2 bundles. One's more powerful and one's less powerful with less memory. That's as far as I see it.
I don't see an Elite controller being bundled with it.
Yeah, I mean,
maybe if they did do a better bundle, maybe they would. Maybe they would just bundle the original Elite controller. But I just don't. I don't see
Any
them.
Elite would be fine.
I don't see them bundling $150 control. You better hope they don't, because that's going to make it way more expensive than anyone in this party thinking.
$700.
Halo 6. The Pro.
It's hard to tell. It's hard to tell. They might pull that dumb shit like they did with the Kinect. You got to buy the Elite controller. It's Elite.
Yeah, it won't run without an Elite controller.
Hey kids, don't you agree? Their most popular games are the most competitive games, right? For Xbox, I mean, their most popular games are their competitive games. So the Pro, or my bad, sorry, I'm going to say the Scorpio version will be the, as far as pro gaming circuit type for hardcore gamers who are competitive. So you put Halo 6 in that bitch, or Crackdown 3, or put some competitive, or Forza, and then you have that Elite controller in there. That's like, yo, if you want to be a competitive gamer, get this console right here. Our online stable. We have a great service. We're going to always have people online. Get this. And that's how you advertise it. Put me in charge of Xbox, please.
Man.
Please put me in charge.
They really need to start advertising the fact that they're in league with ESL, because ESL is really popular. You need to make that a selling point.
Exactly. Put the ESL logo on the fucking box.
Hey, you know what I can see, though, on a real note? Mm-hmm. They might not bundle nothing with the Scorpio, but I can totally see them putting a 3-month code for Game Pass in it.
That is actually a realistic option. I can see that bundled with Xbox One S's this holiday. Like,
because what that will do is that will encourage people to subscribe to it after the 3 months is up. And
yeah, put that in the original, like he said, the Xbox One version, the Xbox One S, version.
I think what they should do, if they really wanted to push, is they should bundle a month of that with every Xbox One S sold, because that would push their subscription service, and that would give people a lot. I mean, their competition can't compete with that. That's 100 games you can play on day one. That's kind of hard to compete with.
Yeah, it is. It would be technically cheap for them to do it, but like the only thing I think, however, it depends on what games they got in there. I don't know how many games they're going to be taking advantage.
Someone said it's going to be bundled with the Crackdown 3 trailer.
All right. Speaking of, but before we move along, AJ, you still think it's coming in August, or you just believe they should release in August?
I mean, if it came in November, it wouldn't surprise me, but I think a better move would come out in August. Especially, one of the things I didn't really go over is consoles always have issues. And, one of the biggest downfalls of dropping a console in November, you got no time to rebound. You got no time to correct your mistakes. But if you drop in August, you got like 2 months before the holiday season actually starts to pick up, and you can correct shit before it happens.
Look, I know it never happened, but you know how Microsoft is notorious for when they're doing the E3 press conferences, like, it's available now on the store. It's available now on the store. Go download it. I would just shit a brick if they said Scorpio available now. Go buy it.
Oh man, that'd be reckless as hell. They might not. Be like, yeah, buy it. You want it.
Man, I want an Oprah feeling, man. They're like, it's available now, and everybody in the conference gets one.
Be like, LeBron, I'm not telling you to buy a Scorpio. I'm gonna ask you, do you want a Scorpio?
And shout out to the homie that just got in here. What is it? I'm gonna try to say it. Is it Riley?
It's just
wow.
really.
Really?
Really?
Yes.
Oh, really, Nick? Okay, really? Okay.
Yeah, pretty much like that. What's going on, you, bro? What's going on?
All right, you got.
Nigga, you gang.
We got. We were talking about the price, and we were talking about the release. You got any? You want to take a shot at where you think this thing's gonna come out?
Pretty much like what I said in the chat. I think it's going to come out probably in the same release. Well, it'd be quite ironic if it came out the same time as they released. Obviously, sorry, not release. The same Windows, the star sign Scorpio, which could be the reason why they called it that. So October to November, which would be quite interesting.
That's a good idea.
I want to say something about that. Do you guys really think that Microsoft named a product after a Zodiac month? Like, really?
Well, the thing is, it's not.
I gotta be real. I kind of thought so too. I thought the name was lit.
I think the name
Like,
is
if it came out, that would be cool. That'd be like the most humor I've seen Microsoft have in a while. But I think that's reaching.
But the thing is, it's just like a code name right now, so it's not the actual name of the machine.
Yeah.
Because obviously with everything that's got a code name is for a reason. So I think the reason for this one will be.
For all we know, the person who made the code name, his birthday was in October or November.
But
now,
yeah,
I think, I mean, remember, they were working on this for like 3 years, and they kind of had the roadmap for it to actually to be out probably in November. So I think it was named, the Project Scorpio was named after the Zodiac sign. That's just how I believe, being that it's going to be what, the 10th/11th month of the year, and however if you put the numbers together, you can find some conspiracy that makes sense. But I personally think they're going to do. They're going to keep a tradition, and they're going to release it November 22nd. But the thing is,
but saying that the last day of the Zodiac sign is November the 21st.
So but the thing is, so November 21st makes sense because it's a Tuesday, and I haven't seen Microsoft release a console that wasn't on a Tuesday. So, but the thing is that whole 22nd number, they had the 360 with the 22nd, the Xbox One with the 22nd, but I guess the years, they just both happen to land on the Tuesday in that 8-year period. I don't know. Here's the thing: if it doesn't come out November 22nd, then my bets is off. It's like, all right, it's somewhere between October and then November 21st. And I feel like, I wouldn't even put it on November 21st. I'll release it as early as possible in November or at the end of October if possible.
The thing with the whole Scorpio, I think with the whole console and Phil Spencer, I think what he's done with it, some of it's going to come back to bite him in the ass, because the whole sort of thing with he doesn't like third-party exclusives and third-party deals.
I think that's
going to be the thing what fucks him up. That's going to be what makes him lose.
I think that's the number one reason, because Sony's PR team and marketing team, they love trying to convince casuals that the game's exclusive.
Yeah.
too.
Grand Theft Auto.
It works. There ain't no denying that shit. It works.
Red Dead Redemption. I mean, like over here in the UK,
Destiny.
Destiny is big over here. FIFA is big over here, and the FIFA that the Xbox got doesn't mean shit to the PlayStation over here, because people still buy it by the ton. It's the whole idea that they don't need to lock down more third-party exclusive deals and marketing deals to bring it in. But when it comes
to the whole racing, the whole console race thing, it's like none of these console owners are losing. They're just in first, second, or third place.
Yeah.
Shit, we winning because we getting games and we got options.
We ain't getting games. I'm just saying that.
Shout out to Rand Outdoor, who came in claiming he's the quote-unquote best spot. We know.
Yeah, he's quote-unquote the best spot, but he won't get in this podcast. What's up with that, Randall?
I'm sorry, man. He the best bot, bro. He got the highest, isn't it?
That doesn't
You're the man with the million, brother.
Yeah, Randall Thor
Man with the million. He's mad.
Man, I know.
He's mad with the million with the most indie games.
That's true. And I'll give him that. I mean, I'm not really good with this side and that side, but when I listen to Rand and watch his videos, I honestly say he's the most.
He said Cinema Leak. Cinema Leak on Twitter.
I'm sending Rand Outdoor a link, so if you just got in here, please just bear with us. Let me I think I got him. I'm following him on Twitter.
Don't worry, Kid Smooth. You're always my third favorite Xbot.
Who's your second?
I put power behind the best bot name. I made people proud to be the best bot. I will take credit for that.
Hey, he's like Jack Move Johnny. He took a negative and he turned it into a positive when no one else was. So I mean,
my best friend's second because he works for like not really Microsoft, but he works for their call center that basically like handles situations. I can't say his name for obvious reasons.
Oh shit! People want to kill him, then, boy.
Yeah, he works for Microsoft pretty much. He like handles their situation. So you call him, he gives you Xbox Live points or gets you refunds on stuff you buy. He's a PlayStation guy, which is the irony of it.
That's so weird. That's so weird. Microsoft is so much nicer. They have better customer service. They're more customer friendly. I'm just saying.
They are. Even more than Steam.
Well, I'll say this, man.
I've never had to communicate with any of them. Never ever had to communicate with any of the Sony, Microsoft, or Steam. I've never had to do it. Well, touch wood, you never know. But never.
I'll say this, Microsoft was really nice to me because when I bought my Xbox, I bought the wrong version of Killer Instinct. I wanted the Ultimate Edition, and I got the little cheap ass one by accident. They gave me a refund with no problem. I was able to buy the regular one. But PlayStation, I bought the wrong version of something. They're like, nah, bro, you fucked nothing. Sorry.
They got some of the best customer service out there, man. One time I called about something irrelevant, like something stupid, I think it was. I think I returned the Master Chief Collection. And they were like, is there any other issue? I was like, well, my controller just stopped working, right? It was like, oh, we got you. And they sent me a Titanfall controller for free.
Wow.
Now, somebody said if you want a refund from Sony, you need to be ready for a 2-hour debate.
Yo, on a side note, fuck Sony, because I used to have like 4 or 5 PS3s. Them bitches yell out of death on me. My room wasn't even that fucking hot. I even bought a fucking cooler thing, put it on that shit, still overheated. So when I graduated college, they said, what do you want for college? You know what? I could have said rims. No, guess what I said? I want a PS3, the slim one, please. Fuck PlayStation.
Never mind. We can talk about that later.
Did you wrap it in a towel, put a blow dryer on the back of it?
No, man. I was like, I don't want to do all this bullshit. I'm just gonna go to PC. That way, I can actually feel like I'm doing something. Fuck PlayStation. I'm sitting here staring at my dusty ass PS3s, just staring at these bitches.
Well, I hope there's a lot of dusty ass PS3s. We're kind of a whole generation ahead of that now.
What's up, Rand? How you doing?
What's up, guys? I was rendering one of my videos and I was listening to you guys talk about the Scorpio, and I was like, all right,
okay,
let's see what Smooth's got to say about this.
Got some insight. Let's see where I was wrong. You must have heard some of this stuff.
Look, there are some things I know and some things I don't. Price points obviously is very. They hold that close to their chest, as well as like the CPU and the GPU. Like I have no idea what that stuff is. I've seen the Scorpio timeline from the internal documents. So according to the timeline, there's literally no way it'll be out in August. Like impossible. So you're probably looking at a November release.
I told you.
There's some interesting stuff. I also heard today that there's going to be some very, very cool, very interesting Scorpio leaks next week. So be on the lookout for that.
I need to take some time off from work. Week? I can't be doing all this shit from Twitter, man.
Kid's gonna take a whole week off. He's gonna go on there and be like, "What do you need a week off?" A death in the family.
What can I do? You taking a week off? It's like think the afternoon, man.
So Rand, I know I listen. I read a lot of Jez work. I watch you and Jez's show. And by the way, I don't think you're the best spot, but you are the man with the million.
It's okay. You're the best spot. You can have that title. I was just kidding.
It'll take me at this rate, it would take me about maybe 10 years to try to get a million. But are you still the only person that has a million?
No. I was for the longest time I was second in the United States, like fourth in the world. And then Phil, at the end of 2015, when I met him, he's like, hey, next E3, I want you to come to E3 with us, do it on stage. So I had to like hold off for scoring for 7 months because I was really close. And in the process of waiting, I got passed up by a couple people.
Damn.
So I ended up like I'm third right now in the United States, probably 6th or 7th in the world. But I mean, there's a lot of games now, a lot of the indie games that you play, like Fragments of Him and stuff that are 2 hours long that really inflates the score.
Yeah. Yeah, I wish I knew about those fucking games during the 360 era.
They didn't exist on the 360 era.
Look, kids move. I watched the episode of Weapon Wheel podcast, and I was just sitting there like, what the fuck? Fragments of Him? Like, what?
Dude,
like,
here's the thing. People, we're going to get back on track. I'm sorry. I hate doing these. I've been on YouTube in the game since like early of 2014. If you watch like my timeline of stuff that I used to do on my channel, people would see like all my gaming habits and all the different shit that I played and put on like display and whatnot, games that I ever. It wasn't until like this whole Weapon Wheel thing, I either don't play games or I don't beat games. Oh, now I only play these weird games. I'm like, but I always done it. But those are the games I lived off of. Those were just my drought moment games. Like, all right, let's see what the little guys are doing for us until the fall. So that's what it was for a couple years. But it is what it is. Now, Rand.
Yeah, you play Shantae, you ain't got nothing to be ashamed of, bro.
Oh, I'm never ashamed. It's fucking video games.
I played Fragments of Him too, so I mean, like,
you like it?
Is it good?
No, it's not good.
Okay.
If you want to know what it's like, to be a gay man, going to college and bringing in his groceries and stuff, then play that game.
Technically, at the start, he was queer, because he was dating.
I just asked my boss.
Did you play Bedlam, Rand?
Hmm?
Oh, you did? Well, how was it?
Which game?
Bedlam.
Oh, that game's actually half bad. It's like a throwback to the old school, like Doom, those old school shooters. It's not a half bad game.
It released about last year, didn't it?
What?
Did it release about last year, Bedlam?
Yeah. Bedlam, I want to say it was like almost 2 years now, maybe a year and a half.
Hey, Randolph, you might want to put your link to your channel in the comment section. People are
He's about
asking
to
for it.
surpass me into subs. He's good. Everybody knows who the fuck Rand is.
Yeah, Rand is, man. Look, I didn't even know who this dude was, and my YouTube subscription kept saying, yo, watch this guy. I'm like, I don't know who the fuck this guy is. I just decided to do it one day, and I just found out through the Vine that he was just like the Xbox dude, and I was like, oh shit, thank you, YouTube.
Yeah, he's the god of TXR. You better respect him.
Yeah, TXR. You ever heard of TXR?
Yeah, I mean, I never.
TXR podcast. Some people say I'm the anti-crap gamer.
Oh yeah.
I never heard of this podcast until shown it recommended, and I was like, "What the fuck is TXR, man?" And I just watched it one day, and I was like,
he doesn't put wow or oh my god.
I only have one. I'm gonna tell you guys this, and then I want to get on this road because I want to get Rand's input because he obviously knows more information than any of us do, especially more than I do. I'm going just based off thought, right? So before this, the only thing my problem with Crap Gamer is, right? Before I was actually on YouTube making videos, I was watching Crap Gamer and all these other guys, right? And Crap Gamer used to be one of my favorite YouTubers, right? I was like, he sounds so compelling and educated, and he just like straight to the point, and it sounds informational. And then after a while, he would come up with these videos that these mind-grabbing titles that you're like, holy shit, let's see what happens. And I realized just watch a video, and I've learned nothing. Nothing. There was no news, no breaking, no nothing. And then I was like, all right, let me see if I get into the meat and potatoes. Because he has to have an article somewhere. I go to the source, fucking links to like his Twitter and shit. I'm like, where did he get this from? Like, not everything can be like a source or a rumor, man. Like a unnamed source.
He literally made a video, complete speculation on Rise of the Rome coming at the Scorpio, and then in the title it looked like he was saying, "Yo, this is confirmed, and this is it."
Yeah, it's just like I got burned literally because Crap makes videos every 5 minutes. I got burned literally 5 times in a matter of an hour and a half. I was like, "Are you fucking kidding? I'm done." I was like, "No more Crap Gamer videos today. No more." I was like, because I know what to expect now. So
that guy is a dirtbag lying on reviews and shit. I ain't got
Man,
I'm not worried about it. He can do that. I mean, he's not. I mean, I'm not gonna. That I really don't care about that because I mean, it's whoever you want to listen to for reviews. That's do what you got to do. If that's your hustle, I mean, I'm sure just plenty of people on YouTube that does scumbag things about video games. It is what it is. It's just
don't lie about it, though, man. Come on, just don't lie about it.
Look, his name is the albino rhino, man. How can you respect him?
Come on, man.
I just watch reviews for entertainment is all. So I expect to hear. I'm not trying to be like, oh, I'm gonna buy this game and be like, oh, he's right. This game sounds cool. I just like to watch reviews for entertainment. And the fact that you're lying to me, don't lie to me unless it's some Key and Peele type shit.
All right. I want to just cut the crap gamer talk just short. That's all. I just wanted to get that out of the point. I understand how you guys feel. I feel the same way. It is what it is. All right. Rand. All right. So we talked about the pricing. You probably do you got like a tip on the price or you?
No, there's nothing yet. But I mean, you would think if they want to be competitive, that it has to be 400.
Do you think
like minimum
4? You think minimum 400? How do you think about the $700 price tag? That's utterly ridiculous. If they launch it at 700, they might as well pack up shop because they're not going to sell any of them.
Because it's like even if they drop it at 7, like Sony's going to drop the pro price for the holidays, regardless what the price is, and they're going to get murdered.
I mean, Sony's tried selling the PS3, which was coming off of the best-selling system ever at the time, remember? At $600, and nobody bought the thing. It almost brought down the entirety of Sony and PlayStation. There's no way Xbox can get away with anything over $500.
Rand, could you tell me the last console that was $700 and how bad it was? Not PS3, but you know.
3DO.
I mean,
3DO.
there was a few of them that were quite. Sega Saturn, I think, was super expensive, wasn't it?
Saturn was $250.
350.
Yeah,
and some of the older ones were super expensive.
I'm glad you agree with me.
We were like stupid costly. That's why a lot of them failed. If you think about it, like
Neo Geo was expensive as shit too.
I mean because Xbox doesn't exist in a vacuum, right? Because Sony's going to drop price of Pro at least $50. That's how they're going to compete with Scorpio. So the Pro's going to be $350. So if Microsoft comes in at $400, that's a good price in comparison to the Pro. For $50 more, you can get a better machine, right? But if they come in at $500, then you're talking about $150 price point, and then Pro could even go as cheap as $300 for like Black Friday deals and stuff. You're looking at a $200 price point difference.
But I don't think the thing about Microsoft and their whole spewing premium. I don't think they really they can drop the price of the Xbox One S, to try to keep up in holiday sales. I think when they reveal Scorpio and they show off what this thing could do, they're going to attract the people that are willing to spend what I believe $450 to $550 on it.
You gotta remember.
I think they're gonna. All they have to do, as long as they execute it right, they can pull it off. And
I think 500 is the absolute max this product can be, though. Like the absolute max.
Agreed.
Yeah.
But Rand, let me ask you this. I was telling them earlier my theory of what they should do and why they should make me the ruler of Xbox. Bundle. Yes, I said it. Bundle Elite controller. Bundle their most competitive game, whether it's Crackdown 3's multiplayer or Halo's 6 or 19, I forgot. Anyways, bundle that with the Elite controller and then advertise this is the ESL gaming machine. You're going to get high quality gaming performance, stable online, solid controller. You're going to get the equipment right there. Boom, $400.
But then they did the similar thing over here. When the old Elite console came out, not old one, the Xbox One Elite console, and they had the Elite pad. So what they did in the game is that someone will walk into the store and see the console and be like, oh, I don't want that, it's too much money. But then when a customer would want to buy a pad and a console, it'll be more than the Elite console itself. So people will be like, hey, fuck it, I want to buy the Elite console. So they may, if they're releasing a new pad, they may do that same sort of idea where the pad will be more expensive putting two together. So fuck it, I might just buy a Scorpio.
Exactly.
Well, let me ask a question that I don't think anybody's really asking. I know it might not be important to most because it's backwards compatibility, but now, since we know that the Xbox 360 games are being emulated, right, and they're having to add each one by one, will the Xbox One titles be emulated and have to add them one by one or 10 by 10 or however the case may be, or will they all be playable?
No.
The Xbox One games are going to run natively on the console.
You sure?
From what I heard,
Yeah,
I could be wrong.
I don't know.
If it's not,
Jez has some of the specs on it, and I think there is some sort of emulation that's going to happen because there's no SRAM in the Scorpio.
See, when I here's the thing. Reason why I have a problem with that, because I asked Jez, because somebody was trying to say, "Oh, the Xbox Scorpio is just a PS4 Pro overclocked." I'm like, "Really, dude?" I was like, "Really?" And I told him, I was like, Xbox games will be actually running through an emulator to run on a Scorpio, and he was like, "Oh, I need proof of that." I was like, "Yes, can you confirm this?" Right? And the Jez says, "No," and I'm like, he said it'll be running natively, and I was like, the fuck? I could have sworn I could have heard from a reliable person that it's just running through an emulator. So that's why I'm like,
all right,
that kind of shocked me.
hold on one second. Saying that, right? If the games are going to be emulated onto the Scorpio, then is this a current gen console if it can't play current gen games?
No.
Well, they'll
not.
tell you it's a current gen console, but it's a next gen console.
Definitely. This is my thing. I didn't know about the whole emulation, and I'm sold that it's a next gen console.
Yeah.
I mean, the thing is, like, it's a current gen console because there's no exclusives on it, right? It's literally going to play every single game that the Xbox One has, at least for the next 3 years, and then eventually, maybe there might be an exclusive. But yeah, this is. I mean, they're selling it to people as, hey, you're not going to get left behind. It's okay. All your stuff is going to work. Like, you know, we're not abandoning anybody. So they're selling it as like an upgraded Xbox One, but in reality, it's going to be way more powerful than, you know. I've heard like the launch games that are in 4K. There are a ton of publishers and devs on board for 4K on that system, like more than you would think. Like, there are some big games that are going to be in 4K native on the system. I'm not going to say what they are because
let's talk about the power gap. We could probably the power gap between the original Xbox and the Scorpio. Like, do you have like a generalization with the power?
I mean, just from what they said, I mean, like what I think the Xbox One S is 1.3 teraflops. Scorpio's like 6.2, something like that.
6.3.
That's just the teraflops. They're not regarding all the other shit. That's
teraflops not end all be all.
No, they're not. I don't know what the CPU is. That's the CPU information is like really locked down. Like nobody knows what CPU they're using. Whether it's like an upgraded Jaguar or whether it's a Ryzen or whatever. But
I don't think it's doing Jaguar. I don't think it's doing that Polaris guy. I think it's literally completely new tech. That's what I think it is. Yeah, I think there's new tech, and believe it or not, and people don't want to believe it because a lot of stuff that people believed was going to be in Scorpio, when I think some of the shit was showing that it was going to be released in 2018 and shit, they're like, oh, Scorpio's getting delayed, and they assumed it was using Jaguar, and I don't think it's using Jaguar at all.
And then the RAM, there's 12 gigs of RAM on it. When I believe the Xbox One at 8.
Yeah, and they only were using how much was reserved for the UI on the Xbox One?
Originally, I think it was 5. Wasn't it 5 reserved for the games and 3 for the operating system?
Yeah,
and Connect, and then they got lower and lower as you went along. But that was also the slow kind of RAM. It was GDDR3. The Xbox One S or the Xbox Scorpios use 12 gigs of GDDR5 without SRAM, which is why there's some rumors about the emulation for Xbox One games, because all Xbox One games got to run on the SRAM.
On the SRAM, yeah. Now, is it GDDR5 or GDDR5X? Which one are they?
I don't know. I heard it was GDDR5. I don't know. Okay. I'm not a tech guy. That's
how are they with AMD? Like, I heard before, like, what was it, last year, that they might be trying to acquire AMD. So how's that looking?
Microsoft's always trying to acquire everybody.
Like,
Microsoft almost bought Nintendo not that long ago. Remember?
Oh yeah, well, I don't know if I'll work with them because they're American and Japanese don't really.
That shit would have been awesome. Could you imagine if the Switch was running Xbox Live? Shit, that would be my favorite console. Imagine if this shit, you turned it on and it was just a mobile Xbox. I would be in love. I would be in love.
I don't see it though, because it wasn't Metroid and Halo supposed to be combined or like something like that back in 2001 or 2 or something like that, when they supposed to be like combined.
Nah. No, I don't.
No, I don't think so.
But we talked about the pricing. We talked about the possible release. Now let's talk, and we're gonna get to the games. Let's talk about the possible reveal. We already know Scorpio is gonna be at E3, but that's not where I want to see it first.
I think it's May.
Has to be May.
I want to get an actual
Phil
name
has
first.
the name. You know, it was interesting. I was sent something by somebody, which is why I didn't make I get people send me a lot of shit, right?
Yeah.
But I don't normally post about it because who knows if it's true, and I don't want to make myself look like an asshole.
And plus, if you start posting shit people send you, they won't send you anything else.
Well, this guy was going on and on about he knew whatever. I'm like, okay. He's like, the name. I'm like, what's the name? He's like, Xbox One Prime. I was like, roll out Optimus Prime, roll out Autobots. Let's do it.
Wait, they'll bundle that with Transformers.
Yeah. I was like, no, I think Amazon is a trademark on Prime, I'm pretty sure, for like media devices, and that's what an Xbox is, so there's no way.
Prime, yeah.
Xbox One Ultra. I think Xbox One Ultra is a good name.
I called it the Xbox One Ultra on the rooftop with my red shirt on in the video last year. But, hey, I was spewing this crap out like this is. But that would be a good name, but I don't know if they find it marketable.
Yeah, I'm more interested about the name than a release date than anything. I just want to know what's actually going to be called rather than anything else. Because this whole Project Scorpio thing is just getting on my nerves now. I just want to know what it's going to be quotes.
It's going to be called Xbox One something because in the documents I've seen, it's always referred to as Xbox One Scorpio in quotes. It's always referred to as Xbox One.
Yeah, they want to keep it in that family.
Yeah. But they need to do a reveal of the system before E3. Like, I really think it's a mistake if they don't.
Yeah.
Because this is a huge product, right? This is a way to maybe gain some market share back from Sony, and they need 30 minutes to an hour to properly talk about what it does, what it can do, how it'll make your games better, what it'll do if you have a 4K TV, all those like nuances that you can't do in a 10-minute super fast segment, you know, on in a regular like E3 event. E3 should be about the games and the new stuff. Like Scorpio should have its own event beforehand. If they don't, I think they're making a mistake. But
I think that if they don't do a reveal before E3, I've lost a lot of hope for Microsoft this year.
Yeah, so I mean, I'm expecting a reveal on the Redmond campus. Hopefully, Rand, you get an invite, and I can somehow get an invite. But I think they're gonna do it on their home base. I believe there should be an announcement in April for a reveal in May. That's how I mean, I'm trying to go back of what they did when they did the Xbox One and the Xbox 360. They were like always separate events before their actual E3 show. And that's the one thing I hated about the whole Xbox One fiasco is that people often confuse the Xbox One reveal with the Xbox E3 conference of 2013. There were two separate events that took place at two separate dates. One showed the features of the console while the other showed the games.
I mean, while one showed the features and one of them actually bombed the system and nobody wanted to buy it.
Oh yeah. Well, anyway, but the thing is, they did it. They did it right. I thought it was the correct way to do it. You know what I mean? They couldn't do.
Well, yeah, you're right. I mean, even Sony had the foresight to do an event for their Slim and their Pro.
Yeah.
Right.
Which is boring. Ugh.
It was boring.
All about
but I mean, at least they did it.
And now the thing is the thing about Phil and what they've been talking about the Scorpio, because they've been touting 4K. Well, PlayStation is this whole checkerboard is somewhat 4K, not really, but if you imagine, it's really 4K.
If you imagine and close your eyes.
You know what I mean? So the thing about them, they was like, he said the word. What's the word? Demonstratable? Was it demonstratable or where you know how when we were watching the PS4 Pro, the demonstration, right? Most of us was watching from 1080p, 720p streams and shit like that. And they're trying to show us 4K equivalent. So he's saying that when they showed this thing off or the game's running on it, that you're going, from what you see, you're going to see a legit difference.
But the thing is,
easy to show.
But the thing is, I mean, I watched that same conference and I was looking at the Horizon stuff and I was like, oh, okay, yeah, the game looks all right. But then I looked at it in 4K and I was like, oh shit, like this looks pretty good. I mean, I couldn't lie. I mean, I saw the massive difference from one to the other. So with me knowing that, if I can watch the Scorpio reveal and they say, well, this is gonna be running in 4K, I can go away and say, you know what? I can believe this looks pretty good. When I catch one of the trailers after, in proper 4K, I'm gonna be like, oh, okay, yeah, this looks really, really good.
Does the Xbox One S have 4K streaming capabilities? Because they could just stream it through their Xbox Live Events viewer or something, huh? In 4K.
Hey, data caps and I don't know how you guys are over there, but fuck, that's like a 2-hour conference in 4K. That might take up people's data and shit. That might be more costly than anything.
Now you versus Uncapped.
Are we really wanting to watch the conference with 4K? Like, are we to that point right now?
Hey, I got just in case 4K monitor. 4K.
The only problem with what y'all are saying though is not everybody's like a graphics enthusiast such as ourselves. Mm-hmm. So it's going to be the mass majority of people that they have to impress. So it has to be games or neat shit that you can do. Because you show a game like Shadow of War, and you show all the cool shit that you can do. Oh, you can fly a dragon. Who doesn't want to fly a dragon? All that cool shit. That's going to be like, whoa, that is awesome. You know what I mean?
You know what'd be cool? I think, I'm sorry.
Go ahead. Go ahead.
What I was going to say was a cool comparison for them would be if they showed Crackdown 3 run on the Xbox One S with the cloud, and then they show that they don't need the cloud on the Scorpio, that could be done all in machine.
That'd be cool.
That'd be very cool.
That'd be cool.
Yeah. Like with the Xbox One S, you need the cloud. With the Scorpio, it's
the cloud, though, man. We haven't heard anybody talk about the cloud in forever because they got destroyed on the specs, and that's all they could point to. Oh, the cloud this and the cloud that. But I wanted to bring up something about Shadow of War because I think the game's going to be great because Shadow of Mordor was great. But I'm telling you, Microsoft is just getting Sony scraps. Their table scraps. Their sloppy seconds. Microsoft is getting any game that Sony just doesn't want.
Yeah, that's what I was talking to Kid.
I look at it like this: like Microsoft and Sony go to the bar together, right? And they're at the bar, and you got like these hot, beautiful chicks, right? And Microsoft's like, finally, tonight will be the night. Sony can't get all these chicks, and all these chicks like all come to the table. They're like 10 out of 10, 9 out of 10, 9 out of 10, right? They're all fucking hot. And all of them just choose Sony, and Microsoft's just sitting there depressed. And then there's one kind of fugly one that's like a 7 out of 10 or a 6 out of 10. And it's like, hey, I'll go with you. So then they go back home, and Microsoft's banging fucking Shadow of War. And the next day, she's like, let's get married. And Microsoft is like, oh, hell no. And he knocks on Sony's door and opens it up, and Sony's sleeping, flanked on both sides by both broads, being Red Dead Redemption 2, Destiny, Star Wars Battlefront 2, and fucking the other game. And it's just like, hey, did you have fun with Shadow of War? Because I had fun with these 4 bitches. You know, like, that's the way I look at it with Microsoft. It's not that they're trying to get those games, but those publishers and those developers just like, there's 30 million more people on PS4. Sorry, like, we're going with them. That's the the situation that they have right now.
Here's the thing about publishers.
You're telling me.
Go ahead.
No, on his analogy, all I was saying, basically, you're saying that Metal Gear Survive is going to be a showcase on Microsoft's floor. Then that's what I asked you too.
That could be the answer to Days Gone.
On a serious note, Kid, your comment section is demanding to talk about these games.
All right. Let's talk about these games, and this could lead right into it. So we know Microsoft has Shadow of War. And Rand, you know about a ton of publishers who's on board, who's doing this. AJ's already believes that obviously Destiny is going to be one of those major key titles supporting Scorpio. Isn't that right?
No, that's
You don't
always
believe
been
it?
lore. That's always been lore. Well, clearly, you know, that any kind of speculation of that was destroyed yesterday. So,
Oh, because of the pro.
I mean, they
PlayStation?
might have some kind of Scorpio patch, but I highly doubt Sony's gonna let Bungie or there's somebody's gonna let Activision let Bungie make us a huge superior version on their competition when they got they don't have just the marketing rights. Like Sony and Activision are in bed with this.
Let me tell you something quickly, right? Remember when the original Xbox came out and there was like the PS2 and GameCube? Remember how on Xbox, just by default, games just look better on Xbox because no matter what, you can't like purposely give it. Games by default on the original Xbox just came out looking better.
I mean, like, because back
it
then,
had
like,
so much fucking power, like
because well, back then, power didn't matter. Like PS2 had what? Fucking hell.
I mean, and you
But
got
yeah, the thing
you
is,
got to look at
Shit.
you got to look at it from back then there wasn't two iterations of consoles. All they really have to do is make the Xbox One and they can port that to the S. We can literally get the exact version from the S on the Xbox Scorpio.
I'd be like, Bungie, Activision, you can keep Destiny. Fuck that. You can keep it.
Keep your mouth shut. Bungie, he's Gaming Addict is not affiliate with Kid Smooth's opinions on you keeping it on PlayStation.
Yo, Kid Smooth, remember with the Tomb Raider situation, how they got Microsoft's help to fund the game? What if they go to third-party developers with that proposition? Like, hey, how much it costs to make Destiny 2? Oh, it costs like 100 million, and you make it. You use that money to dedicate time to our specs. That way, it'll be easier on you. Lessen the weight. Make it easier for you.
Regardless,
even if Microsoft, go ahead.
Even if Microsoft brought that money back, like their allegiance is clearly with Sony. I'm telling you, Sony is not going to let a hugely superior version of Destiny 2 on the competition. They're just, regardless if they own the market share, like they've been preaching specs for 3 years.
There's a reason why Aaron Greenberg made those tweets, which is the reason I made that video today. Because he's like, imagine what this is like in Scorpio. Well, because they're not going to be able to show that in Scorpio at all, because their marketing deals with Sony will prohibit that. So that's why if you go read Aaron's tweets, it's all imagine, dream, right? Because when those games are showed off, it'll be on the PS4 Pro. Those games will launch in September, and I think the other one's probably in November. But the Scorpio versions won't be shown for those games because they're under lock and key. I did hear about Star Wars Battlefront 2 having Scorpio stuff. I did hear about Red Dead Redemption 2 having Scorpio stuff. Nothing about Destiny though. So
I think it's very likely there's gonna. I know it sounds crazy, but I think it's very likely there's gonna be some special modifications for the Scorpio because they're going to help fund the game, similar to Tomb Raider. I know it sounds crazy.
Well, Tomb Raider was a weird situation. I heard that the reason Square was going to sell that game episodically like Hitman, and they went to the publishers to see who would fund it. And Microsoft stepped up, and through Microsoft's funding, the game was released as like a complete game instead of a piece by piecemeal game like Hitman was.
Oh, that would have been annoying.
I'm saying Destiny 2 is not going to make the same amount of money Destiny 1 made.
I think
it'll actually probably make more because they're going to have microtransactions and that shit from the beginning.
Really?
Destiny's going to do
it's gonna make more.
Oh yeah,
it's gonna make more.
I think it's going to do better because you got to think about it. Destiny only improved as time went on. It got more popular. Initially when it first came out, it didn't get the fair, I guess, share. It was like, everybody's on like the hate train. But after a while, it had a huge attachment rate. A lot of people love the game, and because of they did their damage like toward like the middle and towards the end of the life cycle, Destiny 2 is going to come out. It's off the shelf. Plus
there's a PC version for the game supposedly, so that's they're gonna move a lot of units for that.
I do have a question. Has obviously Battlefront 2 ain't been officially announced. They did the teaser thing, but I think they said April 15th. That's when they're going to do the actual announcement. Mm-hmm. So obviously then we'll find out who's getting the marketing deal. Do you think there's any shot in hell that Microsoft has the marketing deal for that game?
No. From what I understand, Sony has a direct deal with Disney.
Jesus Christ.
Which supersedes
It's bad, man. You know,
anything with EA.
people are talking about this. Like they
Wait,
don't have the
You're right,
marketing
but
deal that
it's-
any of the top games come out.
But it's like I said, but okay, imagine you are a businessman and you have a product to sell and you want to get the best return on investment for your product. And you have 2 stores to sell it in. One store has 60 million people, one store has 30 million people, right?
Yeah.
And advertising dollars don't matter to you because they're going to give you the same amount. Where are you going to put your product? Who are you going to advise that product with? It's a no-brainer. You're going to advertise the product with 60 million.
So my question, the reason I don't understand why publishers feel the need to do this with like Xbox or Sony, because as long as their game go on either platform, it's going to sell regardless. No matter where they buy it from, it's still going. They're still going to sell a copy, whether it be on
But
Xbox
those games
They're
are
totally
so they're so wanted, and they sell millions upon millions, and they want that brand associated with their brand. They want Destiny associated with PlayStation. They want Sony wants Rockstar games associated. When you think of Rockstar, Sony wants you to think of them. You know, when you think of Star Wars Battlefront or Star Wars, Sony wants you to think of them and not Microsoft. That's the whole point. It's the mind share.
How long was it when BioShock and Mass Effect multiplied that people still associated that with the Xbox brand? It was a while.
Mm-hmm.
Oh yeah.
Well, let me ask, because Witcher had a Microsoft had a marketing deal with Witcher. Do you think that Witcher's going to get a Scorpio patch?
Yeah.
I would love it if
I think they actually said that they're not working on a Scorpio patch.
The Witcher, the greatest game of this generation.
Didn't
Oh
Destiny,
yeah, it is, man. Fucking right.
Didn't Destiny sell more
You're
Xbox?
fooling me.
I think Destiny sold more in the United States, but not worldwide.
Yeah, worldwide, I think it was it favored Sony, but like United States, I believe it was like 50-50 pretty much. Like, because obviously it's Bungie, so there's a lot of Xbox fans. But I'm sure people want to actually know about, like, not necessarily those games, but they want to know about the exclusive games Microsoft are going to offer with Scorpio, right?
And do you believe in this Rise 2 rumor?
No, absolutely not. I do
Oh,
not.
yeah, I watched your video.
Look,
Yeah.
the game they wanted to make a sequel.
Mm-hmm.
I kind of
I've been told that directly. They wanted to make a sequel. It couldn't happen for whatever reasons, whether Crytek wanted more money. I also heard the same thing about Sunset Overdrive. Like, Microsoft did go to them to make another game, but Insomniac wanted more money. But, like, Sunset didn't sell well, so Microsoft was kind of like, eh. And that kind of fell to the wayside. But, yeah, Crytek's in a lot of trouble. They're closing down studios.
Yeah,
I don't think
sell their CryEngine to Amazon.
And it's
what they wanted. Microsoft wanted to buy the IP from Crytek and then actually have somebody else make Rise 2.
So why didn't they just do that? Like, you're doing so bad, you could have made some lump sum.
Here's a better
by selling that IP.
All right, here's a complete speculation. I completely agree with Rand. I don't think that Arise is even in the works. But let's say hypothetically that they did buy it. Who the hell would even make it?
Coalition.
Coalition?
Because I would have it running on the Unreal Engine 4.
I don't know.
Crytek's a good engine, but the Unreal Engine.
I like the way it looks now, man.
But Unreal Engine 4 is a good ass engine. The CryEngine, remember, the CryEngine is pretty. It's not that new. It makes good looking games, but I think
the stuff
Unreal Engine could do better.
The stuff that needs to be done to that game, they're gonna have to probably downgrade some of those graphics. The stuff that visually needs. That game was visually appeasing, but I think on all other fronts it was lacking, and they're gonna have to work more on the other fronts of the aspects of the game.
Look, man, I just need more combos, okay? Just give me more combos.
More weapons and throw some mythical
it's like,
creatures in that bitch.
It's like I was telling Laura Cognito. I was like, I'm an Xbox fan, but when it comes down to it, like, especially this year, I think the past couple years, Microsoft did a really good job gaining momentum after what they lost in 2013. Mm-hmm. But this is the first year where I'm like, they are dropping the ball left and right. It's like they get to the other side of the court and then they just drop it.
It's like this generation.
It's like this year is the first year where we don't even know the big title coming out in November, or, the end of the holiday. Like, we don't know anything. And
yeah, it's Crackdown 3. There you go.
I mean, obviously, I'm talking about, just hardcore, release dates. Because for the most part, by this time, would we not know the big title coming out in November or end of October?
People would just.
No, because there was some games we didn't know at this time.
Halo 5 the year before that.
At this time last year, we did not know when Record was coming out. We did not know when Gears of War exactly was coming out.
I think Gears of War 4's launch release was already out by this time.
No, not the date. It was still holiday. Remember, it got pushed up from holiday.
No. They actually
got delayed.
They actually gave the date before E3. I remember that because they just tweeted it out. I forget. I don't know if it was like April, but it was definitely before E3.
And it's not the end of the world, but it's like they're losing marketing deals left and right because they're the smaller install base. Some that they got to come out at E3, and it's like I told Cognito, like the only thing that could even remotely say them is they would need like a caliber of game like equivalent to the Halo 2 on the original Xbox. Like they need something that like they drop, it goes mainstream, it makes the Xbox mainstream. That's the only thing they have. Like
that's what I worry because I don't think that exists. Because if you look,
I know it doesn't exist.
If you look at Microsoft Studios, we pretty much know what they're working on. Rare's on Sea of Thieves, 343's on Halo 6, Coalition's on Gears 5, Forza, Turn 10's on Forza 7. You'd assume Playground Games on Forza Horizon 4. Undead Labs is working on State of Decay 2. A lot of the studios that they have, exactly what they're doing.
I'm sorry, Joe Blow. A Halo 3 remake is not doing it.
Yeah, so you kind of look at it like that. It's like, well, where are the big surprises going to come from, right? Like, what studio? Fable 4? I'm okay,
That's
maybe
not enough.
But like, who's making Fable 4? Is it like a lot of these things are either Microsoft is going to surprise by buying a game, right? Straight up buying a third-party exclusive, or
it's going to have to be a relevant third-party exclusive.
Well, yeah, I mean, there's talk that they're going before Bethesda because they want to show off this Bethesda game that they bought before Bethesda shows it later on. I don't know if that's true or not.
But technically, Fallout 4 VR would be exclusive to the Scorpio console and PC. Technically,
I mean, a lot of people say that. I kind of thought that at first, but
I think it's Fallout VR. I don't think it's anything else.
I don't think it's Fallout VR. Even if it's something Bethesda, it's going to be some kind of new IP. I heard that them and Obsidian. They canceled an Obsidian game a long time ago. So I mean, it's probably nothing with Bethesda.
But Bethesda only drops literally like one game a year, like one.
Well, I mean, the game doesn't have to come out this year.
Elder Scrolls is done. Fallout is done.
Even Within 2 got rumors, so that could be it.
Elder Scrolls still makes money.
What's the other game they do?
Elder Scrolls or Fallout will never be an exclusive to anything.
Yeah,
Never.
Shout out to Bruce Wayne. It's just random.
I will say, if somehow Microsoft secured them Elder Scrolls 6 as an exclusive, okay, that might be a big card.
Jeez. With an Xbox Elite controller bundled. I'm still pushing that.
That's a good idea.
I don't think is there Rand. I mean, you like I said, you know about publishers, and the first party thing is questionable. We know about State of Decay. Can State of Decay surprise us? Can it be turned from like a little $20 indie to like the $60 like following of a popular title?
I think that game's about to bite people in the ass.
For some reason, Microsoft games, the Xbox games are kind of just have this stigma of just being average. It's like no matter what happens in the game, it's an average game according to Metacritic. You know what I mean? So,
because I think probably because those games are just getting oversold, too much hype. So if you look at the games that are apparently supposed to be average and look at the games on PlayStation 4, you got games like Persona 5, which is apparently an average game.
Every game that
to
came
some
out on
people.
PlayStation was
You got all
hype though.
Really?
Yeah.
Really?
People were complaining that Recore wasn't getting enough advertisement. People were complaining Quantum Break wasn't getting enough advertisement, stuff like that. But when they were like, they didn't sell because they were overhyped. I'm like, damn, when I hear about PlayStation, I've been hearing about Persona 5 for 5 years. I've been hearing about Horizon since they revealed the trailer. I've been hearing
Horizon.
we're going to be hearing about Death Stranding for another 2-3 years. We're going to be hearing about God of War. We're hearing about all their games that come out, and then they release and they're by default get somewhere between the 88 and the 95, and it's a Game of the Year contender, and it sells well. Like the Xbox,
they're good games though, isn't it? So you can't just say that by default. I mean,
You said what?
they're of good caliber games. They are good games. I mean,
depending on who you are, games. I don't know. I only played one truly good turn-based RPG. That was Mario 1,000 Years Door, and I don't have the tolerance or patience for any other one.
Yo, but let me interject though. You mentioned Recore. I honestly hadn't heard of Recore until I heard about you talking about it. I ain't seen no commercials to this day. I still know what the gameplay looks like.
I do have a quick question for you guys. Out of all the first party games, well, not necessarily first party. We'll go with third party exclusives too. What game do you think Microsoft has that has the most potential by far? Like the one that they need to continue by all means necessary.
New?
What?
Like a new game or like
no, like continue the franchise and not just
Horizon. The Horizon series, definitely. Forza Horizon.
I think that's already at its. I think that is an exception. I think that's already one of their titles. I'm talking about something newer.
Well, I would say the obvious one is the one that's been making them. That is the reason why Xbox exists today. It'd be Halo. If you're talking about like a new game that they should run,
I'm talking about a new game. Like,
yes, I Sunset Overdrive.
I don't think Sunset's would be that game, dude. I just don't.
I don't think they have.
Hey, I mean, we live in some times where a game like Sunset Overdrive can resonate with a lot of the people today. All these 1995.
I would say Quantum Break.
Yeah, I would say
Quantum Break,
but
also a possibility.
That thing flopped though.
I mean,
it has to be restructured a bit for it to be successful, though.
Definitely. I mean,
what game? Quantum Break? No, that needs to die.
Holy shit, I didn't say that, man. I'm actually planning on buying that, sir. Calm down.
But the thing is, what I want to talk about though is like with Scorpio. What are the chances that Microsoft has a surprise exclusive? Like I don't care about.
I think there's a chance that they could come out there with a gun that no one knows of. I do think there's a chance, but is it going to happen? Who knows?
But then with always going first at E3, you got to worry about Sony. What Sony's going to do after? I mean, then that's another sort of.
Yeah, Sony gets like a whole day. Sony gets like a whole day and a half to react now.
Whatever they reveal, it has to be something that could possibly top like a Bloodborne 2 reveal. It's got to be something to top, actual Last of Us 2 gameplay if that ever happens. It's just stuff like that you have to sort of put on that sort of level that could possibly be whatever happened. The damage is just straight negated.
Joe Blow, they already announced that Halo 6 isn't coming this year. Do you guys think maybe a trailer would come, like some kind of teaser?
Yeah,
I do think that they're going to have some kind of teaser.
I don't know if they should hold off.
They're waiting for Halo Wars to die down. Probably. They don't want to.
Halo Wars doesn't need to die down. It's not going to get any higher than it is now.
Let me just say one thing because I have to get going. I got some things I need to take care of.
Yep.
Just I really honestly don't think there'll be any surprises from Microsoft. So try to manage your expectations according to that.
That's what
I think
we're going to get exactly what we think.
I think it's going to be light. I think it's going to be exactly like what Addict just said. It's going to be the games you already know of. There might be a timed exclusive. Like Splinter Cell's going to be there. I already know this. I know it's being worked on 100%. Like I know like 4 people have played the game, so that's coming. And it's probably going to have Microsoft marketing behind it. So that game's going to show up there.
What do you think about Assassin's Creed? You think Microsoft might grab that too?
Possibly. They seem to be pretty tight with Ubisoft, right? But yeah. So I don't know. I'm managing my expectations. I don't think there's going to be anything there that's going to blow your mind. They just don't have the studio. They just don't have the studios and the studio caliber depth that Sony does at this point in time.
So when do you think that will actually be though? When they have that depth? When do you possibly?
Never.
Yeah,
I don't think they ever will.
I have to agree with Rand. I don't think that Microsoft, as of right now, for the foreseeable future, will ever get anything on the caliber is like Last of Us. I just don't.
Yeah, I mean, I've asked around about, hey, why can't you just build a studio like that? And they're like, you just can't buy talent like that. It just doesn't exist.
They've breeded they've bred this talent that Naughty Dog and them have from day one.
Thanks for having me on, kid. It was nice meeting all you guys.
Yeah,
I gotta head out.
Nice finally talking to Ray, man. It's a legend.
Yeah.
Add me on Twitter, bro.
All right, DM me and I will.
All right.
I'll see you guys later. Have a good rest of the show.
See you, Ray.
Later.
Look after yourself, dude.
Later.
I gotta go here soon too.
Yeah, I'm about to get on his Xbox and try out this update. Maybe stream on some Beam.
Hey, it's like 3:30 over here. I'm fucking tired at work in the morning.
Dude, my bad.
That's cool, man. It's cool.
Oh man,
It's cool. Nice hanging with you guys.
Yo,
Nice
kids,
hanging
do
with
you ever play anything on your Steam account? Because I got you added on Steam, and it just says busy. You ain't doing shit.
I don't know. I like every time it pops up, it closes off. But with the most of the games that I play on PC are I'll play a Play Anywhere title. The only game I've been playing on Steam is Fury. That's the last game I played on Steam. But yeah, I'm not on Steam. I'll be on the consoles more than anything. If you turn on like an Xbox or a PlayStation, you'll see me online. And if you look for me on Steam, I'm not. It'll be on, but I'm not on. I'm playing any games on it.
Okay, I have a proposal. If I donate to the Weapon Wheel Patreon for you to play Dark Souls 3,
Oh god,
will you play?
No, he gotta play. He gotta.
it's a trap.
He got
It's a trap.
no, dude, no. I'm serious. You need to put this money up and make this
It's
boy
a
play
trap.
something.
I am gonna put the money up. I was just trying to see which
Hey,
I wanted to.
Dark
play.
Souls 3 is cheap as fuck on
Hey,
PSN right
Hey,
now.
Hey,
Snoop,
hey,
don't
and you know what?
buy your dignity, bro.
You know what's funny? You know what's funny?
Talk to
Kid.
go whatever tier it is. I mean, I'll play it. Actually, I'll have a better time with Dark Souls than I did with Fury. I can.
No,
beat
you
it.
won't. No, you
No,
won't.
you won't, man. That first boss will whoop your fucking ass, dude.
But hold on. You need to. Okay, we all need to come together as a community and make this boy play every Dark Souls, every Blood. He's got a PlayStation and an Xbox. We can make this man do anything we want.
Oh yeah, I'm about to
Bloodborne's
donate
only $20.
I'm
Hey,
about to
play
make-
that Black Tiger game. Play that Black Tiger game.
I'm gonna donate 120 and make you and fucking Jack Move play together.
Oh my god! Hey, is that even a tier? You gotta, hey, BG, you gotta make a tier. You gotta make that a tier.
Is Beef in the comment section?
He was. They go. You know what would be funny? Making black.
Yeah, I'll do it. I'll play. No, I ain't gonna make this problem. I will play.
It's gotta be on PC.
I will do a dark stream. I will do a Dark Souls 3, but you have to request only if you request Hard8 to play fragments of him.
I'll pay for fragments as well.
If you get Hard8 to stream fragments of him, I will do it.
But he said that he's not gonna do it. He's gonna
pay that, bro.
money. He's gonna be wasting my money. He won't do it.
No. He has to. He has to. If you do it in the tier, if you do that whole in the Patreon tier, he has to do it.
Hey, how much you guys want to bet this is being brought up on Weapon Wheel this week? Did you really try to brag and bribe someone to make
it bribe? I'm not bribing. He said he would.
Okay, can you guys agree that's a little bribing?
I
will play it. If
I'm giving him a suggestion.
Look, man, I'm chilling. I got money to blow.
Yeah.
Who's my favorite YouTubers? I want to be entertained. I mainly want to see you and Jack Move play together.
Look, I really want to see Hard8 versus Kid Smooth in Mortal Kombat. That's all I want to see, man.
If they make a Portal 3, they should make him and Jack play that.
Oh man, what you doing, you ass fuck nigga? What are you doing?
Nah, but to anybody watching this, 64 of you watching before we end up logging out of here. One of you.
That's just as much as BGSD gets. Just saying.
I'm sure there's one of you that are part of the Weapon Wheel Patreon. Please, and I don't care if I have to pay you back because I personally can't donate to a Patreon to get him to play. Somebody get Hard8 to play fragments of
now.
him.
Now you
This
bribe.
is not a bribe. This is not a bribe. It's not a
I'm
bribe.
honestly saying, dude, he episode he ain't doing it.
He will do it. This is comedy gold. This is comedy gold. This will be the funniest live stream ever.
Someone said Hard8 gonna roast you the whole time.
I don't care. Somebody has to get the boss and put Hard8 in his place and get him to play fragments of him. Because then he will be delivered if he plays.
Oh, okay. When I donate, I'll try to donate enough for Hard8 to play, but if that man says
$10,
Like, I'm not playing that bullshit. Get your nut ass. I'm like, oh man, I lost this number.
Making Heartache's his hero.
You just got finesse. I'm like, oh man, I just wasted my fucking money. I'm gonna message your ass. I'm like, yo, that Dark Souls. We got the PvP.
Oh shit! You be like Debo, just like, what money?
Hey, on a serious note, I would love to see Kid play the Impossible game. For some reason, I just feel like that would be a lot of entertainment, regardless how old that game is. Oh, look who's in the chat.
Who's in the chat?
Heartache.
Oh, he's in the chat.
Yo, how do you see the chat, man? How do you see the chat? I'm trying to see if this man's gonna actually do this damn game.
Yeah, he'll do it. Don't say it because no. Just go ahead. Make the request.
Oh
if you be okay, he
don't
will
ask you, Kid.
It's going to take him. Hard8 is a gaming god, right? It's only going to take him literally, not only play 2-hour games. It's only going to take him 20 minutes to do this. It'll be an easy stream, but you'll be entertained. So
how many hours? Is it like 4 hours for 1 week or something?
He'll get it done in one playthrough. But I forgot. There's two. Let me look at their tiers. It's like there's supposed to be one for like. There's one for like I believe, or BG's in the chat. Hard8's in the chat. One of them could correct. I need to. Why am I on?
I really want to see more comment, please.
What up, BG and Hard8? I'm getting bribed.
You're not being bribed. I'm giving you a suggestion. I'm giving you a proper suggestion of what to do, and I'm giving you the value of your dollar, the most entertainment possible. That's not a bribe. This is just a suggestion.
So wait, hold on.
If you look at the chat, Heartache's trying hardcore to get you not to donate this money. He said, "Don't listen to this man."
Because you're literally selling your boy right now. Because that's what you're doing to us. You're making us buy him playing the game. So you're selling it right now.
Money, my dude. This is good money. Just calm down.
There should be a Patreon.
And guess what? And if are you already a Patreon, or are you looking to be one?
I was about to. I didn't decide what game yet that I want to play.
Yeah, donate, and then hopefully we'll have you on a seat, and then you can interview Hard8 about his experience with fragments of him. That would be amazing.
I feel like he's gonna curse me out. We call all sorts of faggots.
Oh, he ain't gonna be happy. That's for sure. He ain't gonna be happy.
Hard8's a businessman. He's not gonna curse you out. He changed his ways. He's not gonna curse you out. You know what I mean? He might have a change of heart.
That gay man game. I don't know.
Hey! There's a good bet in the chat going on. If Kitsmu can beat Uncharted 4 on Crushing in 1 month, then Hard8 got to play that Fragments of Loss.
No, Hard8 got to do that. I already beat Uncharted. I don't want to.
No, you got to beat it on Crushing.
I'll beat it on Crushing. That's not a problem. I just don't want to. I just finished beating it and then go right back to it. That's they're making me play Uncharted on Crushing so they can catch up to me in games to beat. I got 5 games that I'm about to beat. That's going to have me in a comfortable lead. After I do that, I can go and do Uncharted on.
Hey, and you good, man? You say you in the lead, so just take a little bit of time, do that Crushing, and get Hard8 to play the game you want him to play.
But
put in that work, kid.
He's getting more time.
He's getting more time to play though. He doesn't have to play immediately. I have to beat on. I got until April 29th to beat Uncharted on Crushing. I'm not going to sit there and then we got to wait until May 1st or May 2nd for him to play Fragments. It's a 10-minute game. Come on.
No, but dude, I've heard you bring this up every weapon will. Do this, man. Show people that you can do it.
They know I can do it. They're just doing this because they keep moving the goalposts.
Show them you can do it and send me that link so I can watch it at work.
You know how I would have to.
Smoochie just called you out, bro. He said you ain't got no room to talk, man, because you playing 5 2-hour games or something like that.
I want him to count those games. I've beaten my fair share of games. I've beaten my unique games, and I've beaten my mainstream games.
Hard8 said if you beat it on Crushing, he'll play Fragment of Gay.
Fragments of Gay.
All right, Smooth, for the next 2 months, what's the next forecast of games that you're getting or that you're playing? For the next 2 months, or next month. Next month's April. I don't think I'm buying. So you got all the time in the world.
backlog, but yeah, that's all my time to at least buy like 30.
Forget that. Forget the games. Forget about the bet. You got all year to finish this shit. man, we in March, kid. You got plenty of time.
Yo, kid, Smooth, why don't you just get a humble bundle, and then that way you'll have your as BG says, your 2-hour games already.
No, because they're over exaggerating. I don't just play 2-hour games. I don't even like all those games on Steam. No. I like earning my achievements. The 2-hour games that they're referring to are the games that I picked up quickly to get on top of the achievement boards. I just so happen to beat them at the same time. So,
question. People in the chat that's beat it on Crushing. How long did it take you?
It's pretty hard.
It'll be like 20 hours. Probably.
How long did it take you to beat the game on Crushing?
I'm not getting any collectibles. I'll just fucking.
Took me 15 hours.
Yo,
I won't even lie. I haven't even beat the game of Crushing because I didn't even bother. I just completed it.
That last chapter, man, it's pretty fucking hard, dude.
No! Don't listen to this dude. He don't know what he's talking about, kid. It's easy.
I'm not afraid of a challenge. Games like Uncharted and Tomb Raider and shit like that. I don't mind playing on the hardest difficulty.
Kid, you're getting baited hard.
Look, people are saying it took them 10 hours. You got this. You got a whole month.
Yo,
the moment you make this bet, you're fucked.
Game already. If that wasn't
you know what?
He said if you beat Uncharted 4 on Crushing, he'll play any game you want.
No. Better yet, since you already played Uncharted, beat Last of Us on Grounded.
They finessing you, man. Don't listen to it.
Let's get this damn stream over because, like I said, this is the thing is, see. This is how Hard8 is pulling his way from not playing fragments is putting the pressure back on me, and you guys are letting it happen.
It's not that we're letting it happen.
Yeah, it is. You're falling into the hype.
Everyone wants to see it, so just
you
act like okay, kid.
I don't agree. I want to see him play Dark Souls.
Kid, you acting like this stream ain't gonna be lit, and you gonna get paid. Just do it.
It's gonna be fine. The problem is, I just beat the game. That means I don't want to go from Uncharted to Uncharted. All that climbing simulator.
You realize you could do a mission a day, right? You don't have to do it all at once. You can come home, sit down.
But their chapters are long. Then they got those prologues where you playing with him as a little kid and shit like that. And those shit is long.
Like 20-something chapters. You got to play every day of that month. And if it's got to be in one.
Hey, but if you beat this Crushing, they got shut the fuck up.
Yo, bro, I'll beat it on Crushing. That's not a problem. And like I said. Don't listen to this dude. Don't listen to this dude. He's out on Crushing. All right, let's get Hard8 in here before we go bye. Let's get Hard8 in here. I'm gonna send his ass a link.
Send me a link.
And I'm gonna mute my mic right quick. Because let me.
I want to get his answer.
Let's do this. Where the fuck is the chat? I'm always in there. Oh, here we go.
I want to get his answer.
The thing is, we all win because we get to see you play, we get to see Hard8 play. So
yeah, but I get to see him play a month later.
Okay, listen. Just think about how lit your stream gonna be. How much people like to see you extremely frustrated. They're gonna donate more money to make you play more shit. You get paid for it. So I mean, it's a win-win.
Point.
That's a win-win, dude.
That's not the point. I'm all about.
BG wants in too. BG wants in too.
Fairness. Why everybody get quiet? Hard8 here yet?
Nah, BG wants in too though. Let him in.
I sent the chat to him. The link to all of them in the chat.
Look, Kid Smooth. All I want is for you to play Dark Souls.
You're about to crumble under peer pressure now, bro.
Yo, trust me.
Yeah, we hear you, Hard8.
Hey, what's going on, fellas?
What's going on, bro?
What's good, my boy? What's up, BG?
Hey, Smooth.
Yes.
Look at that cheese on your face, kid.
Listen, you want people to respect you as a gamer, and I get that. I understand that. But if you beat Uncharted 4 on Crushing, you would earn people respect. And I will play any game you want me to play.
Sometimes you gotta take it. You gotta take that respect and go get it. You can't just expect people to do it.
Yeah, but the thing though, which one would be more challenging though? Would it be Last of Us on Grounded or Uncharted 4 on Crushing?
Uncharted 4 is way.
I'd rather see him on Uncharted.
You don't even have to. You can like go through grounded and barely kill anything. You just don't know what to do.
Uncharted 4 on crushing, man, and I'll play any game you want me to play, man. You got a week.
All right, let's get the deal going here, kid. Okay, if you beat all of the crushing gameplay, you can make Hard8 play any game you want. Is that all the entire game Hard8, or is it just for a certain amount of time?
Well, what would you want, Kid Smooth?
You should just make this nigga go straight to chapter 21 on crushing.
No, you know what? I was just thinking about a couple chapters, but I was like, you know what? Nah.
What is it? Scotland, the pirate graveyard, and
because you remember Trey was struggling on shit we didn't even think he would struggle on, right?
What's the one Jack Move died 74 times on?
That's the pirate graveyard.
That was 20. Chapter 20.
Man, Jack Move beat it on crushing, didn't he?
Don't do it,
kid, come on! You can't let Jack move. You can't let the other side.
I will.
It's like no will too. You gonna get this.
I don't even want to see
it now.
I don't even want to see him beat up. Just make him play the three chapters. Scotland, the pirate graveyard, and the.
Nah, but I think the whole game gonna be hard for him, just like it was for Trey.
You think he'll get killed when he's a kid?
The elevator part, all that shit. Like, he ain't gonna beat this game on crushing in a week. It's not gonna happen.
No.
Don't do drugs.
You can't.
They know what to peer pressure, bro.
You can't let that go at you, kid. You got to take that game. And you got.
Yo, you want your respect. Right now you got none. We don't care how many games you beat. You beat a lot of bullshit.
You ain't got nothing.
You know what I mean, you're beating a lot of trash. You play Uncharted on normal, which is like playing it on easy. You might as well. You might as well play it Uncharted on Explorer if you're gonna play it on normal.
The fuck? That's a difficulty?
It is. You want people to respect your gaming skills and ability and what you bring. You got to be Uncharted 4 on crushing, player.
Hey, kid! If you want more people to pick up them Kid Smooth shirts, you got to show them why to pick it up.
That's why they ain't buying your shit, nigga. That's why they not buying you. They don't want your shit. Who want to walk around with
Smooth. If you beat, I'll buy a shirt. I pay in pounds.
Oh, here we go.
I'll buy a shirt.
There's a shirt right there, kid.
I'll buy a shirt too, Smooth.
Oh, that's two shirts.
Here's the problem.
Pound sterling. Hey, Brexit's not a thing over here. Pound sterling. Hey, I got you. Trust me.
I will play the game, right? I will play the game on crushing.
Not in 2 or 3 months, like tomorrow.
Yo, we need you got
7 o'clock. You got a week. Fresh day.
You got a week to beat it on crushing. It must all be done on live stream. So when you end the live stream, don't come back from the live to your new live stream and be like 4 chapters ahead. No, we're not.
You mean like Dr. Trey?
Yeah, nah. You better lead off right where you left off at. That's how. No, everything must be done on stream.
And then after you beat it, kid, you can sit there, you can sit down, and you can really invest in what the fuck am I making Hard8 play? Don't you want that power?
I now buy shit, bro.
And we must see everything from the minute you press start to the difficulty being chosen, everything.
What I'm gonna need you to do first is play
that
final hour of Fury, nigga.
What you should do instead of making Hard8 play fragments or whatever the fuck that game's called, you should make BG play the whole game of The Witcher.
Somebody already.
I'm gonna donate to the Patreon for him to play Witcher as well.
No, I already.
Somebody already got him for that.
I already got to play 4 hours of it. So.
Shit!
That's what I did before when I didn't like it. So this is just doing that over again.
Yo, when you stack, can I stack the hours? I'm serious.
I'm serious.
You actually can, but Kid Smooth, you got a week, dog. From whenever you start, you got a week, 7 days.
I got
business days.
You can do this, kid.
Hey, kid, you look stressed, bro. You look stressed. Don't let it get to you, bro.
You can do this, kid. Like don't let.
I'm not stressed.
Kid, don't let all this shit get to you. You get on there. Obviously, you might rage. You might have a heart attack. You might burst a blood vessel. But you'll be fine.
You'll be good.
7 days from the day you start, not business days.
Moment, bro.
7 days. All right, so I'll start on.
Start it on your next day off.
All right, yeah. So I'll start
Oh, shit,
Monday.
that's
All
tomorrow.
right, cool. That's fine.
What day would that be?
Oh, they got you.
He's off Monday and Tuesdays.
It's gonna be Monday.
Okay, so you got from the 3rd to the 10th.
You got this, kid.
They got the fuck out of you, bro. You feel for the
You guys fucking like didn't do me any fucking justice. Like, what the fuck were you in the stream for? Like, I don't
Look,
like.
my suggestion was for you to go get Hard 8 and Mortal Kombat. That's what my suggestion was.
Well, okay, cool. Since you're doing that, Hard 8, I'm going to pay for you to play Fragments of Him. That's cool.
Oh, whoa.
All right, let's end the stream right here.
Time out. The deal is, I'll play that, or whatever game if he beat this in 7 days.
But if a Patreon makes you play it anyway, he can pick another game.
He can do that, but I don't have a
No.
I don't have no consoles. I don't have nothing to play games on.
He's
so
gonna do
I don't.
fragments. I will pick the game I want you to play.
I don't have nothing to play games on. I don't know how I'm gonna play Fragments of Him. Is it on cell phone?
I got
the perfect game for Hard to play.
He sold his PS4 when he heard that.
Everything is gone. Do y'all got cell phone games? Like I don't. Yeah. Sorry.
What are you gonna say tomorrow, Hard8, if they put that shit on cell phone?
Wait. You can still play PC games, right?
I got to take a Genesis. Like I don't know.
hey, make him play that bullshit game Bond played.
I got a perfect game.
Oh shit!
I got a perfect game for Hard8 to play, and I will announce it the day I finish Uncharted 4 on Crushing. So,
oh shit! You actually gonna do it too?
Oh shit!
This is gonna be the funniest shit ever. Yeah,
well,
everything must be on stream, dog. Like everything.
We're there for more support, bro. We're there for more support. Don't worry.
I'm gonna get my screen recorder ready for the montage.
Hey, you can't take a foot without it being on live.
I'm gonna get my Michael Jackson popcorn ready.
Just imagine, kid. Imagine they can't say nothing dumb to you until you say something dumb again.
Listen, Smooth. If you end the stream at the bottom of some stairs, and then you start the stream and you at the top of the stairs, you're lost.
Hey, but if he gets off of it and he starts at a checkpoint, that don't count.
Oh shit! The checkpoint is you lost, motherfucker. Your screen went black.
You know what's gonna happen is his PlayStation, like there's gonna be a power surge, and he's gonna come back on, and Hard8's gonna be like, "You at the stairs, motherfucker! You was on a roof a minute ago. I started at the checkpoint. Don't matter, you lost."
Basically, like, you're just absolving yourself of all your sins. So
we starting this on April 3rd, correct?
It is. Yep, April 3rd.
You got till April 10th.
Listen, man, check your power. Internet connection. Check it all.
You best play that game the entire time you off. You best tell your girl, be like, this is Hard8 time right now.
What the hell's a Hard8? Oh no, don't say that out loud.
It's gonna be funny as hell. I don't think you're gonna do it, but we'll see.
I believe in him, bro.
Hey, I besides the Fury thing, I've seen kids sit down and do some dumb shit to beat a game, but he ain't never played something like Crushing, so we'll see.
Hey man, you struggled on the second boss of Fury. I don't know, man. I don't know. It's gonna be tough.
I think I'll put it. I can do Uncharted because at least it looks good.
Now, see, you played it on normal. You think shit's sweet, but no, it's all good. Though. It's all good. Don't worry about it, man.
I beat Rise Center Rome on Legendary, so
hey, have that confidence. You beat what on that? Hold on. What on Legendary?
Rise Center Rome.
That's like beating it on easy. Like that shit wasn't hard.
Yo, no, he really been crushing this sweet until he poked his head out for 1 second and the whole screen go gray. He think it's sweet.
Hold on, Kiss Move. Are you
hold on. On a serious note, there's got to be some kind of penalty to him losing, so he'll stay on it. So you guys need to talk amongst yourselves and have some kind of penalty if he quits.
Oh, gee.
Listen. Him failing is gonna be enough. You know what I mean? He gonna feel it. He already feel it now. Let him fail this shit. He gonna really feel it. So it's all good.
You can't be quitting this, kid. If you quit playing this game, you are never gonna not hear about it.
You're done. You're finished.
But Rise on Legendary is easy as fuck, dog. Like, please.
Yeah. Hold on, Kiss Move. Are you colorblind?
Oh shit.
No.
Oh,
hey, if he's
it's easy. If you ain't colorblind,
get used to the color gray. That's all you do.
50 shades. 50 shades.
And the funny thing is, I believe I beat Crushing faster than 7 days, but we're gonna give you 7 days.
Damn, man, 7
days. Days live.
Cause someone make like
you just play that on your days off, and you good. 2 days, and you make Hard8 play the game you don't like.
I just like reminisced on certain parts of that game on Crushing. Oh my god, this nigga, nah, he ain't doing it. I just reminisced on it.
Hey, don't be listening to BG. Don't be listening to BG.
I just remembered the part when you're in, what is it? Near the pirate, the jungle, like it was jungle and there's like a whole bunch of water. Oh my god.
Oh yeah, that was like chapter 13.
No, past that. Like
when you're hanging off that crate.
Yeah, like a little bit past that, where like they got a sniper on you, they got grenade launchers.
Oh, you're talking about right before you get to Avery house.
Yeah, they got the dudes trying to snatch you up.
Why you look depressed?
Oh my god, they had every type of gun, bro.
No, wait till you get to the elevator part.
Oh my god.
Damn,
that part was broken, dog. Like, I'm gonna be real with you. Like,
that elevator part.
You know what's gonna be the funny thing about it is between you guys played it and he played it, they made a patch making it easier.
Oh yeah, they did add fucking checkpoints.
That God of War shit.
Yeah, they did add more checkpoints.
Oh, but yeah, Smooth. Hey, if you beat it, I'll buy a shirt.
Man, look at that. You got people in the chat saying if you beat it, they'll buy a shirt.
I'll buy a shirt. I'll buy 2 shirts.
Obviously.
One for my girl.
I got it right on the back. Kid Smooth won my heart.
And then when he get inside Avery house, oh my god!
Someone just said Avery house equals game over.
It's not like Uncharted 1, 2, 3, where like no matter what mode you played on, you had infinite bullets. Nah, bruh. I had to like get past that elevator part with like 5 bullets in my pistol, my dude. Nothing.
You get 5 bullets in his pistol. Shit.
Hey, he's thinking hard as shit right now.
Don't listen to them. You got this. You don't.
He's thinking hard than the motherfucker.
Yeah, look at his face, man. He's so serious. He's like fucking Mayweather getting ready to fight.
Hey, on a serious note, you realize if Kid beats this, he going in on all of you on the weapon wheel.
Yeah, that's what he's thinking about.
You need to look. You need to use that as the light at the end of the tunnel. You get to make Hard8 play whatever the fuck you want, and you get to go live on them on the weapon wheel.
You got finesse, bro. I'm just saying.
Oh hell yeah, you definitely got finesse.
Well, I'm ready.
Yeah. Anyway. Yeah. So I'll see you guys on April 3rd.
Yo, hold on, man. Yo, is he allowed to look up any strategy guides or shit, or it don't matter?
That may not help. That may not even help.
Yeah, it's not. You can watch somebody play Crushing all day long. It's not gonna help you.
Wait, can you do
that? They even let you do the BG. You can look shit up.
It's not gonna help them.
Yo, is it like Uncharted 1 where you can like do the in-game cheat codes and shit and get infinite grenades or crap?
Big head mode.
That's not allowed for him.
Wait,
he's got to unlock that trophy. He's got to unlock that trophy.
In the event, hold on. On Crushing, right? Do you at least get the option to turn on aim assist?
No, aim assist is still on, yeah. Aim assist, well, yeah, the default aim assist is on, yeah.
But I mean,
he wants. You
talking about the lock on? No, you can't use no lock on.
Man, just shut up. Just shut up, Trey.
Question, I'm like, what the fuck if you're telling me if I'm at the mercy of
hey, can y'all hear me?
I'm dying.
Yeah.
That's questions you need to let Google answer and don't answer.
Hey, I was just thinking about them exploding mummies. Oh my
god.
Bro. Shit. First of all, them exploding mummies, I was about to call Naughty Dog. I was like, yo, you're getting broken. I swear to God. I was like, yo, you're getting broken. Like, I can't get past this part.
Hey, Kid Smooth, that last boss fight was easy as shit, wasn't it?
Hey, I got something. Hey, kid, let's let the chat decide this. If you get 60 likes, then you'll do it.
Yeah, kid tweeted out like, the Gears boss fight was better than Uncharted. I'm like, it probably was, but you thought that nigga Wraith was sweet because you ain't have to memorize every move and breath this man takes on Crushing. That is a whole other beast on Crushing, dog.
Dang, man. So I can't wait till Monday, man.
Someone says, how is this Scorpio chat but people talking about Uncharted?
Because Uncharted's confirmed to come to the Scorpio. Facts. That's a fact.
Someone said earlier in the chat that Scorpio is going to be $5,000 and it's going to get PlayStation titles. Facts.
Fox. That's Fox. That's Fox.
All right. Yeah, so
Get the hell off of Google Play and
You
go
okay,
play.
kid? You okay,
Look
man?
at that. I said that. You got 8 likes right then and there the moment I said that, kid. The crowd is speaking. They want you to play this shit.
Yeah, so I'm getting ready to
train.
have a midnight
Train.
snack and go to sleep
Train.
to have a job and to have a life. And
This got serious real fast.
He
shit.
thinking, bro. He thinking.
Anyway, so I mean, still looking forward to Hard8 playing fragments of him. That will happen soon. I will announce the game that Hard8 will be playing at the end of me defying odds and Uncharted on Crushing.
Hey, but I am going to hold it to this chat. These motherfuckers in here saying you're going to buy a Kid Smooth shirt if he beats it.
Hey, I'll buy a
All
Kid
you
Smooth
bitches
shirt.
too.
No,
Yeah, I'm definitely gonna buy it.
yo, Kid Smooth. Let me be clear now. I'm about to do the Patreon. Put $100 now. So
You about to
want
get
me
finesse right now.
Oh, do you want me to pay for Hard8 to do fragments of him, or wait till you beat Uncharted 4?
No.
I think you should save your money, player.
That is separate. Dude. It is
See
separate.
what I tell you? I said he wasn't gonna do it, man.
Don't let this guy.
No. If
pressure
when you hit that submit
No.
button, it's game. All bets are off. It happens. He played fragments.
First of all, I'm already
not going to be the only one getting laughed
time out.
at.
Let me tell this guy something before he spend his money. Don't listen to Kid Smooth. First of all, I already got a duty, Patreon duty. So
Yeah, it'll be next month.
Fragments of him would really be May. So I'm just saying.
Okay, so wait for Kid Smooth to beat Uncharted, then you're gonna play it regardless. Okay, I got
I
you.
would just say wait.
Kid Smooth gonna beat that
Yeah,
game.
don't worry. Kid Smooth going to make his ass play this shit. You got to have faith. in
Hard8's
this
confident he ain't playing no fragments of him. It's in that voice.
I know one thing. Kid Smooth will not be choosing the game for me. I know that.
Hey, BG, they want a Kid Smooth beats the game on Crushing shirt now.
Oh snap! Have his Xbox with his foot on top of it.
Man, don't
If-
even start this trend. Kid Smooth beats the game on hard. Everyone wants a damn shirt.
Or like Kids who beat the game on hard and all I got is a lousy t-shirt.
They're gonna want a Bloodborne T-shirt. They'll be like, if he beats it, I want to buy a Bloodborne T-shirt of him beating it.
Hey man, if he beat this on Crushing, we gonna respect his gaming.
It's okay, kid. I respect your gaming somewhat, sort of, kind of.
But a lot of people don't. So that's what you got to prove, bro. A lot of people don't respect you.
Hey, I respect that you know how to press the start button. I respect that.
I will respect Kid Smooth's gaming if he beats Dark Souls. I'm paying for you to play Dark Souls, bro.
Anyway, it is that time to go. I will see you guys on Sunday. That's when Weapon Wheel is, right? And April 3rd is when April 2nd, Weapon Wheel.
Someone said you're a big kid now.
And April 3rd is the bullshit stream. I could have did this shit by my fucking self, honestly.
You would have
But,
got in trouble.
Huh?
You wouldn't have got in trouble.
But by yourself, you can't make Hard8 play shit. What's the point of doing it if there ain't no reward? So at least you have some kind of incentive to do it.
Hey,
No,
Kid
I'm
Smooth
talking
trying to
about
earn
this
his.
stream here.
He's trying to earn his respect.
Yeah, this is gentleman's
Respect on my game.
pride.
Hey, this bigger than me playing the game. This is about Kid Smooth respect.
Gentleman's pride, bro.
Yeah, sometimes you can't just wait for that respect to get there. You got to take that shit, kid.
Facts.
You can do it, kid. I believe in you, somewhat, kind of, sort of.
Hey, if you could
Kid, if
do
I
it,
was you-
man, I respect that. If you could do it, man, real talk. I don't think you're gonna do it.
Kid, you should put in the clause that if I beat this, one of the other clauses, you can't bitch about me playing little games anymore.
I would definitely leave you alone about that.
Yo, why look like you contemplating like this is the worst thing in my life? You look upset, like, dude. You make me feel upset.
You know what's going on? He struggled on normal. That's the fuck going on.
Struggle. Shit. I didn't struggle at
If
all.
you didn't struggle on normal, you got this. You already
You
know
got that
the
lock on
game.
aim going, didn't you? You was locking on the niggas. I'm
Can't
just
wait.
pointing to people and shit.
First
Why?
thing in the morning. That Powerade, get that Red Bull, get that Viagra, get you on some Uncharted 4.
Might want to go to the doctor and get some blood pressure pills, though.
Pop the bear before you get in there.
This shit gonna be funny as hell.
I
I
had to
tell
talk
you.
to the doctor. What do you need blood pressure for? I'm about to play a really hard game Monday, and I don't want to die.
Hey, my boy, I see you got 2 controls on the counter, man. I guess you ready in case you break one.
No,
He's looking at it.
Oh man. Okay.
All right. Well, I changed the name, by the way.
Oh, look, you did get donations just from the thought of you playing it, kid.
Hey, he about to sit on the end of his bed and just think like, this can't be life. This can't be life. Like, what the fuck did I just do?
Busted that wrong. Prove him wrong, Smooth. You a big boy now. You a big boy now. Okay.
Like he just sold his soul, boy.
Yeah. No, I really have to go because my balls hurt right now. I think I sat on them.
His balls.
Hey, I'm the fuck out of here, man. This nigga, pause, man. Pause, man.
Pride, man. You swallowed your pride.
Hey, hey, man, you gentlemen enjoy your night. Hey, kid, Smooth. It's on and popping Monday, player.
All right.
Yep.
Peace out.
Take it easy, man.
Peace.
Peace, bro.
Xbox is the best box, and I am the best box. Peace.
Look at this dude.